wake up.
You're listening to The Morning After Show with Krystal and Janella.
You suck as a co-host.
You know what? You shut your whorish mouth.
Oh, my goodness. Good morning, everybody. It is 7 o'clock Monday morning. What's up? Dude, I'm a fucking wreck.
Well, we'll get right into that. Nothing here. I pretty much a good weekend, and yeah, I mean, what's going on with you? I know I haven't been able to speak to you, so what's been going on? I know
oh, my
something's
God.
going on.
Okay, so I'm, having a meltdown. You know how I do, my eBay thing on the side? Well, Okay, well, wait. First of all, going back to last week's episode, remember I told you about the donating things, right?
Yeah.
She was supposed to come here Tuesday and bring me my coupons and bring me my $10 gift card, and she's persona non grata. I don't know what happened.
Well, are you really shocked? I mean, come on.
But the problem is...
Oh, Krystal, what's her name again?
Jessica? I don't know. We already had...
I got more out of that. You know those kids that sell candy in high school? I got more out of those $2 than you got. God knows how much money you spent, $20, $30. And I got me some candy.
I spent, this is immaterial. This is boring. No one wants to hear about this.
Yeah, they do. They want to know. We don't want to know how much you gave this girl that stole your money.
$13.98.
$13? $14?
Yes, but I was supposed to get two $10 gift cards for Walmart back, plus a bottle.
Does that make sense? Does that really make sense? That she would give you double, more than, not double, but more than what you donated to her? Where would she get it from?
I mean, it's for a scholarship, so she can go to college. I'm just trying to help someone get their education.
No, where would she get the $20? Where would she get the $20? That is really messed up. Well, you can't do it for your kids, so you give to someone else.
My kids aren't going to go to college, probably.
Boo.
I'm realistic.
That's where you insert the audio. Boo.
Boo. Look it. Blow me. You're not in charge of sound effects. I am. So you shut your mouth. Listen, the problem I'm having is I wrote her a check. So I'm kind of worried now since I didn't get my stuff. I'm kind of wondering maybe if I just got fucked over. If she is trying to steal my identity, though, I'm just going to have to say thank you, because then they'll be after, you'll be stuck with half my bills. Your credit's going to plummet. I mean, the person who steals my identity is going to be really pissed off because they're going to be in a worse spot than they were in when they started. Just going to put that out there. So, joke's on you, bitch. Fucking college. Fuck that. That's why I don't support school. That's why I didn't go to college, because shit like this happens.
Okay, what else is going on? I thought there was another incident that had happened.
No, yeah, there is. Okay, so the guy I told you about that listens to our show and loves our show and all that, his name is Shy Town Bossy. He put, OMG, I was mentioned on @Krystal R2323 Morning After Show. How sweet! So
he's from Chicago.
Yeah, so he's totally, a huge fan. He could probably join CJ in our fan club. CJ,
he didn't even listen to our show last week. He
is a hard-working black man. I think he's a vampire, to be honest, because he is getting off work when everybody else gets up, so I'm thinking that maybe he's a vampire. Yeah, I don't know.
He's black? That's racist, Krystal.
What? Because I said he was... Okay, so he's brown. What do they call... you are getting me in some hot water. You're trying to freaking get me shipped off to Gitmo again.
Well, I'm just saying, you said you had to bring up this color of his skin, and then you had to say because, he's black, so he must be a vampire because it's working.
No, I'm saying he's a vampire because he only comes out at night. He works at night. You're seriously getting me in hot water right now? The government's probably tapping this phone call, and I'm going to get shipped off to Gitmo as a fucking domestic terrorist. You're an asshole. You and my husband are in cahoots, aren't you?
I plead the fifth.
Yeah, well played. Well played, Janella.
Again, speaking to my lawyer, he advised me that I should not answer your questions, and I should be pleading the fifth.
He also advised you not to even hang around me or be my friend, and I mean...
Well, then I also found this, I did find this lawyer on Craigslist, so, take it as it. You don't want to know what he got for payment.
Did you give him herpes?
I just don't want to talk about it.
Or, wait, quote-unquote, eczema? Did you give your eczema away?
It could have been a little bit of that and rhinitis.
Rhinoceros? Is that a nose problem? Oh, that's you can't breathe, right? Am I being insensitive?
Anyway, what else is going on?
Eminem favorited a tweet of mine, but then I found out because you're a dick that it wasn't really Eminem, so you crushed my
I can't believe you brought this up.
What?
Crystal's so excited that Eminem favorited our tweet, and I'll say ours. And I go and say,
take credit for it now because it wasn't even really
I'll go say, I said, that's amazing. I want to go see it because, I love Eminem. I'm going to see him in August.
Oh, fucking love that in my face.
Yeah, decent seats, free seats. So, yeah, basically, I go to check, and I'm like, this person has 100 followers. Like, what is she doing? Like, what is she talking about? And I thought you were, fucking with me.
It wasn't him, but it's cool. cool. It looked like him. His picture.
Did you ever did you ever hear from Justin Bieber?
Why are you bringing this up?
I'm just curious. Like, did he? Due
to an ongoing investigation, I cannot speak on these stalking charges you're talking about.
Oh, do you have the same lawyer?
I do. Yes. Sal or whatever from Breaking Bad.
Oh man.
Yeah, I've got him. He sucks. I have to follow his advice.
Which you thought was a real guy. You're like, oh my god.
Fuck off. You were
so gullible. Wait, no. Hold on. I let you speak. Okay, I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish.
I love you.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Hold up.
Let's recap here. So you think Eminem wrote you? We'll go in, not in order. We're not gonna go in the right order, but you think Eminem wrote you, but you think he favorited your tweet.
There's no thinking about it.
Way back, you thought this guy from this TV show, a lawyer from Breaking Bad, was actually, what was it, your friend or following you or something?
He is. He still follows me, asshole. It's just a fictional character. Whatever. Fuck you.
But you thought he was real. You're like, oh no, he has to be. And he's got like 1,000 followers. Okay, I will say that this is when I think you started with Twitter. You weren't too into it. So,
I've been on Twitter for 2 months. You expect me to know the fucking ropes? Cut me some slack.
Very sad.
Okay, so we keep going because this is actually pretty funny. Because I also, who was that? What else did I do? Oh man,
I wasn't gonna say. I was gonna let it go. There are a few more things.
Okay, so the Eminem thing, that was snafus, little misunderstanding. Justin Bieber, apparently I wasn't peeping in through his window like it's being said. I dropped my rape kit, I dropped my...
Did you get into the house and Chris Hansen opened the door?
Did you see my episode?
I like when he goes, I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC. It's like, oh really? No shit, Sherlock. Like,
right. I'm like, oh dude, I watch your show all the time.
And Chris Hansen, that show is the greatest. I wish they didn't get rid of it. But after the guy killed himself, they kind of had to. But like they come in, they're like, oh no, I wasn't trying to like sleep with a 14-year-old. Oh really? Are these your condoms? Like, is this your alcohol?
See, I didn't do that.
What about the rope?
When they caught me with outside of Justin Bieber's window with my rope and my with my rape kit, but I dropped it. Is what happened. I wasn't peeping.
What would you have for rape kit?
I found it there.
Oh.
When I was peeping in his window.
Just like the drugs in your jeans. The drugs in the crack in your pocket wasn't yours. It was somebody else's hand.
Right. My DNA. It's a long story. So I got busted there, and Chris Hansen came out and he's like, "Are you telling me you weren't trying to have sexual relations with Justin Bieber?" And I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Of course that's what I was trying to do." Duh, he has my transcripts.
I do remember that. I don't think that episode aired, right? They never aired it.
No, because I tried to offer Chris Hansen a blowjob for him to just let me go.
Oh man!
And it just turned into a big mess from there. I mean, God,
Chris Hansen, he's got some dirt himself,
doesn't he do the Muppet? No, that's Jim Hansen. Never mind. Okay, sorry.
No, he got, after the show ended, he got caught like cheating on his wife with all these different women, people that work for like Dateline.
Please tell me they were underage.
No, I wish. I remember somebody did a spoof on one of those websites, and they put up like a fake article, and everybody was saying, saying he got caught with an underage girl, but that wasn't true. No, he was sleeping around with assistants for Dateline and stuff like that. So yeah, he's no longer with his wife. But
that would have been.
But it was so funny though. I mean, that show was just too great. And the best part is, and he's so like monotone, so he'd read off of what the chat, and it just oh my god, it was just classic. It was so good.
No.
Yeah, and then of course that guy had to go kill himself. Like, oh whoa.
Yeah, right. What a fucking party pooper. Were you ready to go to weather? Because I'm thinking that's probably...
Yeah, I am curious what exactly happened last week, the bad weather. I mean, I'm kind of curious about... I don't remember anything happening.
Shocked, yeah. All right, let's...
What's the weather like out there? It's hot, damn hot, real hot.
You're listening to the Morning After Show with your weather report, 8 minutes degrees.
Hey friends, I'm Krystal and Janella. I have been taking shelter inside the Bermuda Triangle for the last 5 days, protecting myself from Thursday's devastating climate conditions, which were obvious signs of an impending Armageddon. All I will say is goodbye Missouri, hello fireballs and pain. Other than that, we are looking at some sunshine this week with moderate temperatures, though this coming weekend we are expecting a lot of rain, which really stinks because I can't stand the rain, especially when it hits my window. This has been Misty Breeze, saying never let me slip, because if I slip, then I'm slipping.
It's time for Celebrity News.
celebrity news. I'm like jazzed to no end that Kelso and Jackie are actually having a baby in real life. Ashton and Mila, that's awesome to me. I think that's great. And she totally upgraded from Macaulay Culkin to Ashton Kutcher. Love it. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I remember seeing her on, I used to watch, I don't really watch him anymore, but Craig Ferguson's show, and she was still with him at the time, and I'm like, that's when I found out a few years ago they were dating. They had been together for like 7 years.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit.
And
are you joking? What's wrong with you?
He looks like shit. He looks like a total
Yeah, that makes
addict.
you think, and that was in his heyday where he looked like a crackhead. Like, I mean, I don't know what it was. It makes you think about the woman, like, okay, what's wrong with you that you would be with someone like that?
Hey,
but
I'm a crackhead and I resent move
yeah,
on.
I that isn't a story, but I'll also just say that it's funny they said they reported that they didn't even like each other. Well, she didn't like him when they were filming. She was like 14. She lied. I like the info about that. She lied to get on the show and said she was 17. Really, she was 14. But yeah, so she didn't really care for him. So but anyway, that's not a story on that I have.
Because I came up with it, so it's not a story. Go ahead.
Moving on. Oh, we have a Bruce Jenner story.
Oh, I love
Bruce. Okay, so we'll start there, the very top.
We'll go with Bruce Kardashian.
Well, okay, Bruce. All right, I'll change the name. Bruce and Kris Kardashian. They were spotted this week, actually, the beginning of the week, I believe it was, right
holding
after the
hands.
weekend, holding hands and wearing their wedding rings after getting back from a vacation in Thailand, which of course was filmed for the show. So he makes a comment. It's all publicity. They're leaving the airport with all the cameras at LAX. He makes a comment saying we were never not together, and then she said last night, no, we're not getting back together. And they're filming their show. What do you expect? Although I thought he was done with the show.
I think that this is the calm before the storm. This is his last move as a man, and then we'll come out and we'll see Bridget.
I hope that's the case. I will look more.
I think he's going to be so beautiful. Speaking of the Kardashian clan, so Kim has been Instagramming and tweeting photos and videos of her in these various places, and this elephant came up, fucking gave her a blowjob. It was great. Scared the piss right out of her. But there's a video. I was wondering, I was talking to my husband about this. I hate taking selfies. I take them for special occasions, like if I fit into a new pair of pants or whatever. I take them, but I feel so stupid. I have to literally go hide in the bathroom so nobody can catch me doing it because I feel like a retard. And there's just no way to do it without looking like you're doing exactly what you're doing. I'm taking a picture of myself because I'm a conceited brat. You know what I mean? So I don't I'm looking at these videos and Kim Kardashian is there's a video of her on a boat and she's posing and letting the wind blow through her hair, and it's just so fake and commercialized. And I'm wondering, how the fuck does she do that? And I think Kanye, she's at her most Kanye when she's taking selfies, for sure. I don't want to talk about her because she makes me stupid. Okay.
You just brought her up.
You brought up Bruce Kardashian.
I thought we were doing celebrity news.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, let's move on. But okay, so real quick, poor Brown, he's still in jail, which is hilarious. He's been there for weeks now after violating his probation and was just transferred this weekend. It took 3 days because the plane ride, they pick up all different mates from all over. So it took 3 days on the plane of constantly getting off and back on. They transferred him to Washington, D.C. jail to face trial for his felony assault case. So he's looking at serious time. He didn't think he'd be in jail. He thought he could pay the guy off and that he'd be out after a week, and that was a week and a half ago, and he's not being able to be paid off. He thought that'd be it. The court's just, okay, you pay him off and, no assault charge.
Right.
So, yeah, I think that was pretty funny. Anyway.
Yeah, well, and all of the stewardesses on that flight were probably decked out in some kind of body armor just in case he decided to have a little fit. Yeah, he's where he deserves to be, and Bubba is probably taking very good care of him.
Yeah, and then we also have, I don't know if we'll go into this. The whole, I really don't like her, but, Chris Martin and Gwyneth Paltrow, yeah, apparently they're being reported, and it looks like it's probably true, that throughout their 10 years of marriage, they were having a crazy amount of affairs, both of them, and that they had an open marriage.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That's the new thing in Hollywood.
No, it doesn't, especially since they don't even want to go through this whole thing in court, because the reason why it's being reported they don't want to through a divorce court is because of all the dirt on each other. But, that they're still pretty good with each other, but if it got to that, forget it. They both look horrible in the media. That's all they care about.
Didn't she say that they unconsciously uncoupled?
No, they consciously uncoupled.
Right. I actually commented on that. I said, I don't think I have ever consciously uncoupled, but I have unconsciously coupled many times before. Yeah. I've never heard of consciously uncoupling before, but whatever. I think that would be when you consciously uncoupled when you coupled with someone else. That's probably that definition of that. Yeah. Yeah, they're horrible. That's sad. I think that more than gay marriage is what's ruining the constitution of marriage. Just my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. Do we have to move on?
There. Yeah, move on.
Oh, let's see. Well, Miley Cyrus's dog died. Let's move on.
You know what that means. It's time for Yahoo
Answer. I think there might be Play-Doh in my vagina. I am 15. I am masturbating with Play-Doh inside a plastic wrap, and the plastic wrap broke out about a centimeter. I didn't realize this until I took it out and looked at it and saw Play-Doh coming out of the plastic wrap. I took a shower and tried to clean my vagina out as much as I could. I also used my finger to look for more. My vagina kind of feels like a little burning sensation. I am not sure if Play-Doh is even up there in the first place. Can someone please help? I don't know what to do. Okay. This doesn't prove the answer that was picked as best answer is actually those things where people like use the icon or the characters to make a person just face palming is basically what they did. And this is a face palm worthy moment. First of all, Play-Doh? Really? Who masturbates with Play-Doh? Go grab a zucchini. Second, I would say your best bet is going to be take a toilet brush, lube that fucker up, and use that to clean yourself out. Do you have any advice for her?
None. That pretty much covers it.
I mean, I've never had this happen to me before, but I know someone who has. That's horrible.
This one I really especially like, so I hope you weren't planning on doing this one. The question was, do you remember Penis Inspection Day at school? And then it continues. It continues. I was talking to some people I know, and apparently I'm the only one who remembers Penis Inspection Day, that's in quotations, in elementary school. The gym teacher took us into the washroom, one at a time, while everyone else kept playing, and tugged at our foreskin, and pulled it back, and inspected our penis to make sure we were developing properly and keeping clean. Surely I can't be the only one who remembers this. Other people must have had Penis Inspection Day at their school, too. Anyone remember it? And the best answer was, dude, I don't know how to break this to you, but I think you were molested.
And I'm so glad that we could find that answer on Yahoo Answers. This one is my all-time favorite. How can I test if my son is gay? I'm worried my son might be gay. I want to get him checked. Isn't it possible to get a hormone check, a vocal cord check? Can a doctor indicate if he's gay or not? My son has almost no muscles and narrow shoulders. That would be the build like that they created, but whatever. He also has blue eyes. That's a little racist. He talks in a very high voice, and while he sings, he sounds like a castrato. He tells me his voice is called a tenor. How can I test if he's gay? The best answer for this is there's a really simple test that you can do at home. Get some vinegar, get some baking soda, make a big clay volcano. Then while it is erupting, if your son is too busy sucking dick, he's gay.
Yeah, and I have another one here. Maybe we can get two more in here, one for you, one for me.
Okay.
Okay, the question was, Yahoo question was, where do I find a recipe for meat curtains? And then it continues, my boyfriend's birthday is this Friday, and when I asked him what he wanted for his special day, he said my beef curtains. But I have never made him anything like this before. I asked my mother if she had a recipe for beef curtains, as she has many recipes for everything, but she didn't know what they were either. Does anyone have any idea? And then the best answer was, I have good recipes for rice pea flaps and twice stuffed clam. And then it says the source is maybe an apply in a side dish for your beef curtains. And then, even better though, real quick, the person who asked the question says twice stuffed clam sounds really good and easy to do.
Oh my God.
Classic.
These people really reproduce. Like,
and I believe that one. I mean, come on. I mean, it sounds so stupid, but that's hilarious. Like, my boyfriend wants my beef curtains. It's like,
I would have gone a totally different way with that and answering it. I would have been like, do you remember back at one of the VMA Awards when Lady Gaga wore that dress of raw meat?
The meat dress, yeah.
He wants you to fashion a bunch of raw meat together as curtains and give him those.
No, see, I like the answer basically saying it's a real thing, and then the girls, I like that better. I think that's just playing with messing with her. I mean, the USB messing with her too, but yeah, that's just funnier.
I mean, who doesn't know? Dude, this is what Google is for, you guys.
Then Yahoo Answers is for this as well, but you're not going to get the answer. You're not going to be told the truth for it. I mean.
Okay. Well, it's been real, but time has come for us to say goodbye now.
Bye, Krystal. I hope you have a much better week. We'll discuss that next Monday.
Right. I'm sure I'll have lots of shenanigans. Okay, so bye, everybody. Thank you for listening. We will talk to you next week. It's about that time for some Manic Monday.
I hate this song.
You're such a bitch.
It's not even the 90s.
Who cares?
Horrible. It's a 90s show, so I think people who enjoy the 90s care.
It's just